Good morning, students. You have already studied all the lessons of organic chemistry. Today, we are going to discuss about the new lesson of section B, that is metallurgy. Metallurgy means different processes involved in the extraction of metals in the pure form. Since metals are highly reactive element, they generally cannot occur in the free state. However, silver, platinum and gold, which are noble metals, also exist in free state or in native form, but most of the metals which are highly reactive element cannot exist in free state. They are always found in combined form, and their natural occurring form is known as minerals. For example, zinc is a metal which is reactive metal. Its natural occurring form is zinc blende, zincite, calamine and spinel. These are the different natural occurring form of zinc. Zinc blende is generally written as ZnS, although it is zinc sulfide, but in this case zinc sulfide is the main component of zinc blende. Zincite, which main component is ZnO, calamine, which main component is ZnCO3, and spinel, zinc aluminum oxide, means ZnAl2O4 is the main component of spinel. These are the important minerals of zinc. But zinc is mainly extracted from zinc blende. That is why zinc blende is known as principal ore of zinc. This is the main ore of zinc. Since zinc blende is a sulfide ore, so from zinc blende, pure zinc can be obtained by different metallurgical operations. Its first step is concentration. Concentration of ore means removal of the impurities present in the ore is known as concentration of. Sulfide ores are mainly concentrated by a special method known as Froth flotation process. Which process? Froth flotation process. In this process, powdered ore is agitated by hot compressed air in iron mixed water. For example, zinc blende in the powder form can be concentrated by Froth flotation process in this way. This is water tank in which water is filled and some amount of pine iron and sodium ethyl xanthate or potassium ethyl xanthate is also added to it. This is iron mixed water, and powdered ore is also mixed with it, and a hot compressed air is passed in this. This is very simple method of Froth flotation process. In this process, finely powdered ore is mixed with oil mixed water and a blast of air is passed, hot compressed air is passed in the tank. As a result, agitation takes place and sulfide ore floats in the form of froth on the surface of water. This is froth in which sulfide ores are concentrated and all the impurities sink at the bottom, and froth can be skimmed or can be collected in the next container. This can be collected in the next container. It means sulfide ores are concentrated by froth flotation process. In this process, powdered ore is agitated in oil mixed water with the help of compressed air. Pine iron or xanthates act as frothing agent, or you can say as a collectors. It means it helps the wettability of the sulfide ore and removes the impurities from the sulfide. Sometimes some depressants are also used, and depressants prevents the one type of particle and allow other particles in the form of froth. But in this case, only pine iron and sodium or potassium methyl xanthate is used as a ore collector or frothing agent. Now the concentrated ore in the form of froth is skimmed out, which on drying obtained in the form of solid ore. Now the next step of the extraction of zinc from zinc blende is roasting. Roasting means heating of ore in the continuous supply of air or in the presence of air below its melting point in order to remove impurities of antimony, sulfur, phosphorus, etc. in the form of their volatile oxides, and sulfide ore is converted into oxide ore. So the roasting is a process of heating of ore in the in the presence of air in a reverberatory furnace. Which furnace is used for the roasting of ore? It is reverberatory furnace. Reverberatory furnace is used for the roasting as well as calcination process. And when roasting and when calcination is used, both the process are used for converting mineral or ore in the form of their oxides. But calcination is useful only for the hydrated ore or carbonate ore. All the carbonate ores like ZnCO3, CaCO3, all the carbonates ore can be converted in the form of their oxide ore by roasting, or hydrated ore like Fe2O3.3H2O, etc. Means hydrated ore can be converted in the form of their oxide ore by calcination. And what is calcination? Calcination is the process of heating of ore in the absence of air or very limited supply of air in reverberatory furnace to remove volatile impurities. Okay. So the roasting and calcination are the processes by which we can convert ores in the form of their oxide ore, either carbonate ore or hydrated ore or sulfide ore in the form of their oxide ore. Mainly sulfide ores can be converted in the form of oxide by roasting process, while carbonate and hydrated minerals or ores can be converted in the form of their oxide by calcination process. The main similarity and differences between calcination and roasting is that calcination and roasting, both the process are carried out in the same furnace, that is in reverberatory furnace. This is one similarity. And in both the process, ores are heated below its melting point. This is second similarity between calcination and roasting. But the main point of difference between calcination and roasting is that during calcination, only the volatile impurities like water vapor, organic impurities and carbon dioxide removed from the ore. While in case of roasting, impurities of the sulfur in the form of sulfur dioxide, impurities of phosphorus in the form of phosphorus pentoxide, impurities of antimony in the form of antimony oxide, and impurities of arsenic in the form of arsenic oxide gets removed during the roasting. While in case of calcination, complete oxidation of ore does not take place. Sometimes partial oxidation may occur and ore does not become porous in the calcination process. But in the case of roasting, ore becomes porous and most of the portion of ore gets converted in the form of their oxide. Now, the next process of the extraction of zinc from zinc plate is the reduction process. In this process, reduction process, metal oxides are reduced in the form of pure metal either by only heating or by heating in the presence of some reducing agent. In this case, coke is the best reducing agent used to reduce zinc oxide into vapor forms of zinc. When zinc oxide ZnO, which is the roasted form of zinc blending, means when zinc blending is heated at about 1200 Kelvin in the presence of air, then it converted in the form of ZnO. Some zinc oxide also converted in the form of zinc sulfate, and zinc sulfate on further heating converted in the form of ZnO, SO2 and O2. SO2 gas escape out or can be used in the manufacture of sulfuric acid. During the roasting process, SO2 gas is evolved in large excess. That is why this SO2 gas can be used in the manufacture of sulfuric acid. Now, this zinc oxide, when reduced with coke, coke is the only reducing agent which can reduce zinc oxide into zinc, and carbon monoxide is escaped out. In this case, zinc is obtained in the form of vapors, and these vapors are collected and condensed. The condensed zinc is known as zinc spelter. What do you mean by zinc spelter? condensed zinc. Condensed zinc is known as zinc splinter. Now the next step of the metallurgy of zinc is refining of zinc. Zinc smelters can be refined by electrolytic process. In this process, impure zinc is used as anode, while the pure zinc is used as cathode. And electrolyte is zinc sulfate solution mixed with small amount of dilute sulfuric acid. In the electrolytic cell, suppose this is electrolytic cell. In this case, ZnSO4 plus dilute sulfuric acid. This is electrolyte ZnSO4 plus dilute H2SO4, which is electrolyte and pure zinc, thick rods of zinc splinter in pure zinc and thin rod of pure zinc. This is anode, and this one is cathode. Cathode means cathode pure zinc and anode impure zinc. Electrolyte is zinc sulfate solution with dilute sulfuric acid. When electricity is passed, what happens? Oxidation occurs at anode. And reduction at cathode. Means at anode, Zn change to Zn double plus 2 electron, and at cathode Zn double plus 2 electron gives Zn solid. This is the electro-refining of zinc. So the zinc can be obtained in the pure form by electro-refining method. This is all about the metallurgy of zinc. I repeat in short summary of metallurgy of zinc. The main ore of zinc is zinc blendy, ZnS. Zinc blendy can be concentrated by Crowe flotation process. Then concentrated ore is roasted in the reverberatory furnace in order to obtain ore in the oxide form, that is ZnO. And finally, in the same furnace, means a small blast furnace, or you can say in the same furnace, it can be reduced in the form of zinc vapors by the use of coke as a catalyst at high temperature. Zinc vapors, when condensed, can be collected in the form of zinc splinter. Zinc splinter can be purified by electro-refining method, in which impure zinc act as anode and pure zinc act as cathode, and zinc sulfate solution mixed with a small amount of dilute sulfuric acid act as electrolyte, Oxidation occurs at anode, while reduction occurs at cathode. As a result, pure zinc deposited on the cathode and impurities settle down as anode 1 below the anode. This is all about the metallurgy of zinc. Now the next element, which is very important, is silver. Silver is also very less reactive metal. It may occur in native form, and different minerals of silver are argentite, horn silver, ruby silver, and copper silver glass. These are the minerals of silver. But silver is mainly extracted from argentite. So the argentite is the main ore of silver. Argentite is the main ore of silver. Now, what is difference between minerals and ores? All the ores are minerals, but all the minerals are not ore. For example, these are the minerals: argentite, horn silver, ruby silver, and copper silver glams. All are minerals, but they are not the ores. Only argentite is the ore of silver, because from argentite extraction of silver is economically beneficial and taking short time. It is easier and economically beneficial. That is why silver is the ore, argentite is the ore as well as mineral, but these are only minerals. Now, zinc sulfide, just like zinc is bloody, argentite is also a sulfide ore of silver. So it can be concentrated by flotation process in the same way. Means powdered argentite ore is mixed with oil mixed water and some amount of sodium or potassium ethyl xanthate, and a compressed air is passed through it. Agitation takes place. As a result, concentrated ore floats on the surface of water in the form of froth, which can be skimmed out, and after drying, it is used for the next step. Next step is the cyanide treatment. This is the most important ore of extraction of silver, and this is an example of leaching, in which sodium cyanide solution acts as a depressant. So this is very important part of the metallurgy of silver, and this step is also known as cyanide process. Only cyanide process. Cyanide treatment is also known as cyanide process, and this process is developed and discovered by MacArthur and Forrest. So this is also known as MacArthur Forrest cyanide process. Which process? MacArthur Forrest cyanide process. In this process, argentite ore, means concentrated argentite ore, is dissolved with dilute solution of sodium cyanide. In this case, sodium cyanide acts as a depressant. It protects the other particles and allow to dissolve argentite ore in the form of a soluble complex known as sodium argentocyanide. What happens when argentite ore, concentrated argentite ore is reacts with dilute solution of sodium cyanide? Sodium cyanide converts argentite ore in the form of a soluble complex, sodium argentocyanide, and impurities settle down in the form of sodium sulfide, which can be removed by further oxidation. It means this process is carried out in a special type of container in which air is also passed, just like this. Suppose this is the container in which agitation is carried out. In this container, perforated canvas is, this is the perforated canvas, and this container is also perforated. This is a perforated container, and this is the layer of canvas, and this reaction is carried out in this container, and air is also passed through it. Air, the filtrate is collected in another container. This is the filtrate in which sodium argentocyanide AgCl2. This is the main component of the filtrate. This process can be repeated 2 to 3 times. As a result, all the argentite ore is converted in the form of sodium argentocyanide solution. Now, the sodium argentocyanide solution contains all the silver metal in the form of a complex, which can be reduced by more reactive element. Zinc, in this case, displaces the silver from the sodium argentocyanide in the form of silver, pure black mass of silver. Means next step, just after the cyanide process, next step of the metallurgy of silver is precipitation of silver, and it can be carried out by replacement process, or you can say displacement process. You know that more reactive metal displaces less reactive metal. Zinc is more reactive than silver, which can displace silver in the form of silver. This is the precipitated silver. Now, the silver mass can be purified by 2 different methods. One is cupellation process, and other is electrorefining. Electrorefining is the same, in which impure silver act as anode, pure silver act as a cathode, and silver nitrate solution with 1% nitric acid act as electrolyte. So in the case of electrorefining of silver, thick rods of impure silver and thin rods of pure silver. This is impure silver, and these are pure silver. Pure silver acts as cathode, while impure silver as anode, and silver nitrate solution AgNO3 plus 1% HNO3 act as electrolyte. This is the electrolyte in this case. On passing current, oxidation occurs at anode, means silver gets oxidized in the form of silver ion. This reaction occurs at anode and silver deposits in the form of silver at cathode. This reaction occurs at cathode. This is electrorefining of silver. Now the cupellation process is also used for the purification of silver. In this case, in the cupellation process, small cupels are taken made up of bone ash. This is small cupel made of bone ash. Cupel made of bone ash. Made of bone ash used for the purification of silver. In this, impure silver is heated in the presence of air, and bone ash reduces the silver in the pure form. This process is known as cupellation. So the cupellation is the process used for the purification of silver, and the most important process used for the purification of silver is electrolytic refining. So this is all about the metallurgy of zinc and silver. In the next video, you will study about the metallurgy of iron and copper. That's all. Thank you.